Eminem is about to step into a brand new role. He's going to be a grandpa. That's right. The 51-year-old rapper just dropped the big news in his latest music video for Temporary, which is dedicated to none other than his daughter, Hailie Jade. And trust me, the way he shared the news will totally melt your heart.
She's doing good. She's made me proud for sure.
The video takes us through sweet memories of Eminem and Hailie, but the real heart melter? When Hailie gives him a blue jumper with Grandpa 1 on the back. His surprise and joy are priceless. Seriously, it's such a touching moment.
Wow, that's actually so surreal. And
to make it even more special, at one point, Eminem raps some lyrics that really tug at the heartstrings. So Hailie Jade, I wrote this song to help you cope with life when I'm gone. It's all about the circle of life, and it feels like he's passing on wisdom and love to the next generation. And now, that next generation is on the way.
Hailie is, whether she's with me or not, she's with me every day. And like, she has been my main source of drive and motivation.
But that's not all. Shortly after the video dropped, Hailie shared some adorable photos on Instagram with her husband, Evan McClintock, announcing that their baby is due next year. Can you believe it? The baby news just keeps getting better.
It definitely is crazy. It definitely is crazy.
If you didn't know, Hailie and Evan have been together since 2016, and they made it official in February 2023 when they got engaged.
I got engaged. We got engaged.
By May, they were already married. Hailie was over the moon, posting on Instagram, "Waking up a wife this week. We couldn't have asked for a better, more beautiful weekend celebration. So many happy tears were shed, laughs and smiles were had, and so much love was felt." Doesn't that just make you feel all warm inside?
I have some good memories.
This will be Hailie and Evan's first child, and honestly, we couldn't be happier for them. Hailie, Eminem's only biological daughter with his ex-wife, Kim Scott, has been through a lot with her parents' rocky relationship. And let's be real, we've all heard the songs about it. Despite all the drama, though, Eminem never remarried after their final split with Kim nearly 2 decades ago. It all started back in 1987. At 15, a shitless Marshall was rapping LL Cool J's "I'm Bad" on a table when he crossed paths with 13-year-old Kim Scott.
LL was actually, hearing him rap actually made me want to rap.
Who would have thought this chance meeting would ignite one of rap's most infamous love stories? Eminem's mom, Deborah Nelson, recalled in her memoir, Marshall arrived home with a tall, sulky, blonde girl and introduced her as Kim Scott, saying she needed a place to stay. In 1995, their lives changed forever with the arrival of their daughter, Hailie. But with new life came new challenges, pushing Eminem to the brink. M struggled so much that he even contemplated ending his own life.
I certainly probably a couple hours away from death.
Crazy, right? At one point, Kim wouldn't let Eminem see Hailie, which frustrated him so much that he recorded 97 Bonnie and Clyde, a dark song about him and baby Hailie disposing of Kim's body. Not exactly the healthiest way to handle family disputes, huh? Well, at the time, Eminem's intense lyrics didn't scare Kim off, and in 1999, they took the leap and got married. This was the same year the Slim Shady LP blew up, but with fame came trouble. As M's career skyrocketed, their marriage took a hit.
When his ego just went, he was untouchable.
In 2000, Eminem took airing Dirty Laundry to a whole new level on the Marshall Mathers LP. He dropped the song Kim, a fiery, angry track that dives into their messy arguments and intense emotions.
That was terrible.
M wrote it when they were on one of their many breaks, recording the whole thing in just one take. Talk about efficiency. As if that wasn't enough drama, M got into a fight with a bouncer who kissed Kim. He ended up pistol whipping the guy in a jealous rage. And guess what? Eminem got 2 years probation. I guess jail time just wasn't part of his rap career plan. Then, in July 2001, things took a dark turn when Kim tried to take her own life at their home. Just a month later, Eminem filed for divorce. They'd been separated since early June, and M felt divorce was the only option. 5 days later, Kim hit back with a $10 million lawsuit seeking full custody of Hailie and damages for defamation. They eventually reached a settlement.
Hailie, I know you miss your mom, and I know you miss your dad when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had.
Quite the roller coaster, agree? But their story was far from over. Despite everything, Eminem and Kim were like a match made in a very chaotic heaven. They always found a way back to each other. In 2006, they remarried in a private ceremony at Meadowbrook Hall in Rochester, Michigan. But this round lasted only 3 months. M's personal demons got the best of him, as the same year, his best friend and fellow D12 member Proof was killed. It was one of the worst periods of M's life.
You know what I mean? I ended up in rehab in 2005, and just kind of wanted to, like I was trying to figure out where I was going.
In 2007, Kim broke her silence on national TV with Dr. Keith Albo. She shared some intense memories of Eminem's actions, which were driving her to the brink of ending her life.
He had a bullet doll up on stage that looked like me, and he was physically beating it and kicking it around. And that night, I went home and I tried to commit suicide.
Despite all that, Kim admitted Marshall was a good dad.
He's an excellent father. He loves the kids very much.
In 2010, rumors swirled that Eminem and Kim had remarried, but they quickly shut those down. "We're really close friends, just trying to raise our kids together and keep things normal," Kim said. However, in 2015, Kim faced another dark moment with the law after a suicide attempt. She revealed she once took heavy pills and crashed her car into a pole. "I never expected to make it out of that alive. I apologized immensely. I did not even expect to make it through that, and I told police that I tried to do this on purpose."
The ex-wife of Detroit rapper Eminem is in court being sentenced for drunk driving.
Then, just a year later, her twin sister, Dawn, tragically passed away from a heroin overdose. Heartbreaking, right? But through it all, Marshall, aka Eminem, was there for her, offering support in those tough times. And then, in 2017, Eminem did something really touching. He poured his heart out in his song Bad Husband from the Revival album, publicly apologizing to Kim. "But I'm sorry, Kim. More than you could ever comprehend, leaving you was harder than sawing off a body limb." Well, it's never too late to say sorry, or is it? As of now, Kim has turned her life around and dived into children's literature after years of struggle. Despite facing some dark moments, like a suicide attempt in 2021 and a stay at a rehab center, she's pushing forward.
Kim is right now undergoing mental evaluation after an emergency call to her home.
And hey, if she needs a hand with cash, her ex, Eminem, has been known to lend a helping hand. It's been a tough journey, but she's recovering and stepping back into the light, with 2023 marking her first public appearance since her life-threatening episode. Kim and Eminem's daughter, Hailie, mentioned that she shares a close bond with her mother, who resided just minutes away from Hailie alongside her siblings, Stevie Lane and Elena Marie Scott. Now, speaking of family ties, did you know that Eminem actually adopted these 2 children?
I have a niece that I have helped raise too, that's kind of like a daughter, pretty much like a daughter to me. And then I have a younger one that's 17 now.
The younger one is Stevie Lane Scott, Kim's child from a previous relationship. When Eminem and Kim reconciled after their first divorce, he legally adopted Stevie in 2005. Then there's Eminem's niece, Elena Marie Scott, the daughter of Kim's twin sister, Dawn Scott. Eminem legally adopted her in the early 2000s as Dawn struggled with substance use. Eminem's kids have always been a big part of his life. Also, Eminem's bond with Hailie, his daughter with Kim, is tight. They're in regular touch and share a close relationship. As a proud dad, Eminem's there on Hailie's big occasions like her wedding, sharing sweet father-daughter moments. "My kids, I love them so much, and they've helped me through so many things," he said in a 2010 interview with the New York Times. Well, guys, that wraps it up for today's episode. What do you think? Is there a chance that Eminem and Kim will get back together? Or bygones should be bygones? Let's discuss in the comments.